Well, welcome back, everybody, to this week's Core Cutting Q&A. As you can see, I'm somewhere different today. A little outside at a family reunion, so I found a little quiet corner. If you have a Core Cutting question, I'm here to answer it, maybe the next 45 minutes, an hour. As always, we're here to help you get the most out of your Core Cutting experience, break free for those high costs of cable TV, and help you save some money while still watching your content. So, hope everybody's having a great day. Everybody's watching this on repeat every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. As you can see, even when I'm traveling in at a lake, we are live here on YouTube answering your core kind of like question. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. So, nothing's different, location's different, but the same core kind Q&A today. Hopefully, we can still help you. If I am coming through clearly, let me know. Running this on my phone today, thanks to some great cellular coverage. Let me know. Hello, Tony. Duke, good to see you. Movie fan. Great to see all the normal fans here. Clear. Where am I? Undisclosed location somewhere on a Great Lake. Probably gonna see some boats here in a little bit. Hello, Chris and Chris too. David. Everybody says I'm sounding great. All right. Hey, let's do this. Great to have everybody here. Busy week in cord cutting. Just a few hours ago, Comcast announced their bid and they outbid Disney to buy Fox. So they want to buy a majority of Fox. Some things won't be included, like the local channels, the news and sports channels wouldn't be included with this, but the Simpsons, Family Guy, the movie studios, etc., will be included in that. So keep that in mind. How will the AT&T Time Warner deal affect cord cutting? That's an interesting one too. AT&T got approval to merge with Time Warner. Now, expect the Justice Department to challenge it. I was kind of surprised. I'm not surprised that they approved it. I was surprised that the court did not put any conditions on the merger. Look for this to be appealed with the desire of putting conditions on this merger. So keep that in mind. But how will it affect cord cutting? We don't know. Now, it will clear the way for AT&T's $15 a month streaming service that they hope to launch. What does that mean for us? Well, a cheaper option. Does that mean maybe bad news for Sling and others? Could they start pulling all their content from other providers? Maybe, but they could still face an FCC complaint on that kind of stuff. There are contracts in place that they still have to honor, so keep that in mind. But we'll have to kind of wait and see. I expect we're not done with the AT&T Time Warner merger discussions, as I fully expect the Justice Department to challenge that ruling. Hello, Larry. It's good to see you there from Brooklyn, New York. Welcome. Richard. So, same. If you're new here, I see a ton of people flooding in. We just started the Q&A 3 minutes ago, exactly from when I'm saying this. If you have a question, come post it here. Anything about the world of cord cutting, I'll do my best to answer it and help you get the most out of your cord cutting experience. So post your questions. I don't re-ask it. Jump in the yeah. It's a beautiful day. Doesn't get much nicer than this where I am. Does $15 mean less channels? Yes. So the $15 AT&T Watch service, which is separate from DirecTV now, we're going to call AT&T Watch. The word is it probably would be free for AT&T customers, and it will be $15 for non-AT&T wireless customers. But it would be a sports-free one on there. So just keep that in mind. It'll be sports-free, maybe not any news, maybe like a Philo type service. So keep that in mind. Is that a Michigan lake behind me? Very possible that that's a Michigan lake behind me. Have you noticed that DirecTV Now's DVR recordings are poor picture quality? I've heard that from some people. Seems like DirecTV Now across the board has been having a lot of issues. If you want to learn more about their issues, go to corecarsnews.com. The first post from today's meeting, go back about 4 or 5 posts, will be a post all about DirecTV Now's streaming issues. And they've been really struggling with it right now. So keep that in mind. Tim, Tom, good to see you two here. Tim and Tom, back to back. Yeah, you like this? Should we do all Q&As outside? I have to say, I'm shocked. The picture quality looks great. We're streaming this over a wireless network. Yeah, check it out. Will AT&T Watch include locals? They've said nothing about locals. I would expect it not to include locals at $15 a month. Remember, AT&T or Dish says the average cost for locals on Dish right now about $16 a month. So $16 a month of your Dish satellite TV bill is locals, and they expect that to be up to 20 soon. So what do you think? Outside Q&A every day? What do you think? Let me know. Where am I? I'm in an undisclosed lake somewhere in the northern states. At a family reunion, sitting outside to try to find a quiet corner. When will AT&T's new streaming service be released? That's a good question. So AT&T Watch is what they promised. If we get this merger with Time Warner, we will release this $50 a month streaming service. So keep that. That they said they'll come out within weeks of it coming to a cord cutting or to approval with the Time Warner deal. So probably by the end of summer, we'll wait and see. Stream from a fishing boat. I probably could. Yeah, it's amazing. I only have 2 bars on my 4G connection, but it's doing really great. TCL TVs. I'm not familiar with those 2 model numbers, the C807 and the TCL whatever. But I would highly recommend TCL Roku TVs. Roku TV line. Just make sure it's Roku TV. They do sell non-Roku TVs. But I actually went out and replaced several TVs in my home, in my living room, and in my bedroom. I can speak English with Roku TVs because I was very pleased with them from TCL. Is that a Loch Ness Monster? No, I don't think so. So, everybody, I see a lot of new names. If you have a question related to cord cutting, post in the comments. If I don't answer it, re-ask it, and I'll do my best to answer them. With this being on my mobile phone, I don't have my full setup to see all the questions. So keep that in mind. Keep re-asking if I don't answer it. So, but if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Every week we're posting all kinds of tips, tricks, how-to guides, and news, everything you can imagine. We're over at cordcuttersnews.com. Again, cordcuttersnews.com. Every day we're posting 5 to 10 posts a day some days, all about the world cord cutting. News, tips, tricks, news you won't see here, you'll see over at cordcuttersnews.com. All right, what do you know about what do I know about mesh networks? Now, mesh networks are great. Now, I personally have had mixed results with mesh networks, but I haven't tried like Google. I haven't tried them all. Like Google's Wi-Fi one, a lot of people say they absolutely love it. So, just make sure there's a place that you can return it if you're unhappy. Just know the return policy. All right, I ordered Ricky. Yes, the Fire TV Cube just came out since we last talked, and he says he got one for his birthday for gift for my sister. Anybody who here order a Fire TV Cube? Sound up. I have one coming. We will have a full review when it comes out, so keep that in mind. Tim's hoping to get a closing date for his house. Good luck with that. Wish you the best. Hello, Craig. Good to see you here. DirecTV has the best channels for my situation. We'll love a review. If you go over to CordCuttersNews.com's website, or if you go to Cord News our YouTube channel, which you're on right now, type in DirecTV Now, you'll find several right there. And we will be posting a fully updated review here in the next week or so. So keep in mind. But my recommendation is the same for all live TV streaming service. Try out a few at a time. So they all offer a free trial pretty much. Take advantage of the free trials that are out there. 2, don't try out more than one at a time. Sometimes people go out there and they see all like 5 or 6 and they try all the free trials at the same moment, and then it doesn't work. So one at a time, because you can't really compare them equally if you're trying out multiple. You only get a week and you're not really giving each one a fair shake. So try them each one out individually. Take advantage of the free trial. See if you like it. Do you know when the DVR function is coming to the Air TV 2, the black box edition? No, but they say it's coming. I would hopefully expect it this year. I wish we would go into more details about DirecTV Now problems. Go over to CoreCardsNews.com. This morning, I made a post all about the DirecTV Now streaming issues. We talk about. It's really not complicated. They're suffering from buffering, and they're suffering from some server outages. It seems to be they've been overloaded being part of it, and that maybe the beta didn't fully eliminate all the issues that they had. So just keep that in mind. There we go. So, Luke, I'm a TV technician, and the first rule of video is to have a light behind you brighter than the light on the subject. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm outside on a cell phone, and this is not where I'm not at my studio. I'm not at my office. I can't control the lighting here. So we're just going to have to kind of deal with, unfortunately, subpar conditions as I'm at a family reunion today. for the week and trying to find a quiet spot to do the Q&A. And unfortunately, that just means that we're going to deal with it. I understand not everything's perfect, but this is better than not having a show at all. Hello, Teresa. It's good to see you here. If you have a question, let me know. What's the difference between linear live channels and XMOO channels? So XMOO and Pluto TV are very similar. And some of them are live channels. They have like CBS News, the live feed from CBS News' free streaming service. Other ones are like Fox Sports, where Fox Sports, what they do is it's not a live feed on XMOO and Pluto TV. Instead, it is a combination where they take all the clips from today's show. So they take the clips that you can find online and they package them into a continuous stream. So you're just seeing the highlights of the shows that and the clips that would have been on Fox Sports, but they're airing on Pluto or X or Zoom or whatever it's called, XMOO, whatever, for free. Where can I find the Sailor Moon anime? I'm not sure off the top of my head. Funimation and Crunchyroll are two great ones to check out. Also check out like Amazon or Hulu, etc. They may be there, or you can always just buy a season pass, buy a season on like Amazon or iTunes. What is XMOO or Zoomoo or however you say it? It's very similar to Pluto TV. They're pretty much the same thing. They're competitors. It is available on Roku and select smart TVs. So, all right, if you have a question, post it. I'll do my best to answer it. And keep them coming. If I didn't answer your question, re-ask it because I probably missed it. Two issues I have with Sling TV's DVR. If I record a show, it doesn't record from the beginning. It just it doesn't record from beginning. Even if it runs longer than a lot of time, it doesn't record. Now, so Sling TV is like a true traditional DVR. If you come in the middle of a show and you start recording, it's not going to record stuff that happened before you started it, from my understanding. So keep that in mind. Yes, I believe XMOO is not available on Pluto TV, and I haven't heard of any talk of them adding Pluto TV support this time. Luke, with the AT&T deal done, will Comcast gobble Fox? Well, Comcast has clearly decided that it's worth a run now. Now that they have seen the deal that's been approved with AT&T Time Warner, they have gone and placed a bid that's outbid Disney. So expect Disney to make another bid for Fox. It is interesting. That'll give Comcast control of NBC Universal and all the Comcast assets and most of Fox. Not sure how that will go. But I was surprised that no conditions were put on the AT&T case. I still would not be surprised at all to find that AT&T, that the Justice Department appeals in an attempt to get some conditions imposed on the AT&T deal. It seems like Pluto TV from the West Coast. Do you know where Zoom is? No. But most of their feeds are similar, so I expect the feeds to be pretty much the same. Does DirecTV now handle their DVR better than Sling? I think they're very similar in how they work. Sling has 50 hours for $5. DirecTV now currently has 20 for free, but they say you'll be able to buy up to 100 later, but we don't have official pricing on that. At this time, I'm just trying to make sure I don't fall off the porch here. Oh, where's the questions? There we go. There we go, live chat. Here we go. All right. Are there any adapters I can use for my laptop to have over-the-air TV without the TV itself? Yes. If you go to Amazon, you type in USB OTA tuner, you will find multiple UST or over-the-air TV tuners where you can just plug the tuner into your TV, use something, or into your laptop, use something like Plex to watch it, or many of these adapters come with their own software to access it. So keep that in mind. But yeah, Amazon, I would be surprised if Best Buy doesn't even have one. I know they'll have it on their website too. I am getting a Fire TV Cube. I will have a full review of the Fire TV Cube when it comes out. I'm going to try to have it the day of release, so we'll see. But yes, full Fire TV review coming out. Is the Nvidia Shield rollout still postponed? No, from my understanding that rollout has resumed, and once again the Nvidia Shield is updated. Roku versus Amazon Fire TV. That's a tough one because it really comes up to what you want. Both are great devices. Both have pretty much the same ones. Big missing factor for Fire TV or Roku. Fire TV does not have YouTube, an official YouTube app. You have to use a browser. Not quite as good of an experience. Doesn't have Pluto TV, but they say Pluto TV is coming. The flip side, there's always stuff that you could find on the Fire TV that you can't do on the Roku. Past that, it really comes down to which one do you like? Do you like the user interface? Do you like the remote? Really, once you're streaming the content, they're pretty much the same. So keep that in mind. What's your opinion on the TiVo Bolt Vox as a TV tuner? I saw one version for cable. Currently, for unless you find a third-party reseller or a used one, TiVo is not selling the Bolt Vox in an OTA format. They're only selling the Vox in a cable version. The TV Romeo or their TV version, which is one generation back, is the OTA model they're currently selling on their website. So keep that in mind right now. All right, I'm on chat. Come back to me. I gotta get used to this. Here we go. How do you get the DVRs and DirecTV Now app on Roku TVs? The Roku TV now has the DirecTV Now app has been updated on Roku to include the DVR. You can find the recordings you make in the My Library section of your DirecTV Now app. So keep that in mind. I'm getting phone calls about the Spectrum cable streaming service, 25 local channels with locals for about $21. It's not a bad service. A few limitations: you have to have their internet to get it. You also have to. It's relatively limited. There isn't the support on as many devices as you would want, and if I remember right, you're not able to use any logins. I don't even think like Watch ESPN is supported. Anybody here have the Spectrum streaming internet? Has that changed? Have they added support for like Watch ESPN? Because I think that's a big miss, especially with Watch ESPN if you're a sports fan, not being able to log in with the Spectrum streaming credentials. So keep that in mind. For multiple TVs, what MBS speed would you recommend? Per HD stream you want once, I recommend 5 down. So Netflix says an HD stream on Netflix takes 5 down per stream. To run 4 simultaneous TVs, you need 20 down. I personally recommend for most cord cutters, 20 to 25 down is a more than acceptable speed to stream. When I became a cord cutter, I only had 10 down. We still did it. 25 down seems to be ideal. Anything over 100 and you're kind of overpaying, or it's not bad to get more speed. You're just not going to see a return on streaming once you get past 100 down. Netflix only needs 5 down per streams. So keep that in mind. Okay, Spectrum TV service now has app login. Okay, so it did not when it launched, if I remember right. So that's new. That's good to hear. I was about to buy the Hampage Win, however you say it. Yes, it is a good USB tuner. That one, No Life that you listed. I don't know if that's a good price. Shop around, look at other options, but that particular brand is a notoriously well made or well respected over their brand. So Steve asked, what is the best live TV streaming service? And that really depends on what you want from it. So they're all good. They all offer they all have pluses and minuses. So Sling TV, DirecTV Now, Hulu, PlayStation View, etc., all offer something for somebody. Now the question is it good for you? And what you need to do is go to recordcardersnews.com. At the very top, it says Live TV Guide. Click on that. And right there, you're going to find a full breakdown of all the different channels. And there, look at which one offers the channels you want at the price point you want. And just do your research, pick out what's right for you. Take advantage of the free trials. They all offer a free trial. Take advantage of that free trial before you pay. So try a week of DirecTV Now, try a week of YouTube, try a week of Sling, PlayStation View, etc. And then decide which one is the one you want to get. That's my number one recommendation. That will help you get the most out of your cord cutting experience. Other than Amazon, um, is Roku virus free versus Amazon? So Roku is a proprietary OS. So in theory, yeah, it's less likely to succumb to an Android-based malware. But the Fire TV is not very susceptible either. The only way to get that malware with Amazon Fire TV is to deliberately disable the security feature and download apps from a third-party source. If you're not going to download third-party apps outside of the Amazon official app store, you're fine. You have nothing to worry about. If you're worried about the Fire TV, just only get apps that come from the Amazon Fire TV store. As always, remember those apps that promise you, well, if you download this app, we'll give you every single movie and TV show ever made, all that. Take it with a grain of salt. They're looking to make money too. It's probably not the most legitimate thing out there. So keep that in mind. All right. Hey, keep those questions coming. Let me know what you think of my setup here. I know the lighting isn't perfect. People have already told me it's a little dark, but I'm at a family reunion this week and found a little quiet corner here outside with a kind of a nice view. Maybe we'll do this more often. We'll see. But post your questions and I'll do my best to answer them. Any news on the T-Mobile Layer 3? No, I have not heard anything new to the best of my knowledge. There is no new news on the T-Mobile Layer 3 deal. The last I heard, T-Mobile is still trying to set up their the contracts. So keep that in mind. There may be a little bit buffering today. Sorry for anybody who's experiencing that. I am on a wireless connection through Netflix. So, all right. Well, Luke, what is paid per prioritization? Slight buffering, good though. Sorry about that. Let's see if this improves reception a little bit. So what is paid prioritization? So with the end of net neutrality, put that in quotation marks. Basically, the fear is Comcast would say, Netflix, if you want your content to come in without buffering like you guys just experienced here, thanks to my wireless connection being a little slow. But if you wanted that customers to have a buffering free experience, you need to pay us extra money and we will prioritize your content so that doesn't happen anymore. That's the fear. Now, Comcast and Charter and others have come out and said, no, even with the end of net neutrality, we promise not to do that. So we'll have to wait and see if they actually follow through on that. But the fear is that they would force Comcast, or Comcast would force Netflix and others to pay more money to access their content, and that would cost them money. So we'll have to wait and see. Hey, sorry about some of the quality. Again, just today, excuse me. Just today. We'll be back in the studio next week. So may have a little bit of buffering today, and I apologize right off the bat. All right. Luke, just heard the tail end. We have a 4K Roku TV, and at night, for our running option 4K, I'm allowed at least 25 down, and they're off. And there's often other stuff running. So D, I'm assuming you're saying that you're with 25 down, your 4 TVs are streaming fine. Is that what you're saying? Let me know. Well, ESPN Plus tried to get minor league baseball or minor league hockey on the broadcast. Very possible. ESPN has made it clear that they intend to get, excuse me, sorry, they get more sports on ESPN Plus. Excuse me. Sorry, something got caught in my throat. But ESPN Plus has said they are working to get more contracts, more news, more sports on ESPN Plus. Now remember, ESPN Plus is not exactly a cord cutting service. Now cord cutters can get it, but it's not a replacement for any type of cable service. It's actually targeting cable subscribers just as much as it's targeting cord cutters. The idea behind it, if you're a hardcore sports fan with ESPN Plus, you will be able to go and get additional content. So keep that in mind out there. That it's bound it's really meant for the hardcore sports fan, not necessarily as a replacement to ESPN. ACS 3.0 on Roku TVs. Currently no TV manufacturers have 3.0 right now. There will be adapters coming out for TVs that don't support it, but look at that. Am I still trying to get the 5 and 6 series Roku TVs review? Yes, I intend to work on that. We will have a review of the Roku 6 and 5 series. All right, questions, comments, let me know. I will do my best to answer them. Well, let's do this for about 10 to 15 more minutes. So get your questions in if I have not answered them. But hey, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Sorry, I'm traveling today, so we got a little nice view back here. Remember that I'll be back in the studio next week. If you're experiencing a little buffering, sorry. Next week we'll be back. We'll have the studio with the professional lighting and the high-speed internet so that we won't have any buffering or anything. What do you think about sharing passwords? Well, technically, you are in violation of the terms of service. Content or companies haven't done anything to stop it yet, but they are fully capable of imposing some type of limitations in the future. There's a few things you can only sign in so many times and so on, but it may work today. Just remember, it may not work tomorrow. That's my thoughts on it. Will DirecTV now ever offer NFL Red Zone? Very possible, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. What? Why doesn't Cinemax and the Movie Channel have their own streaming service? Because they're really a secondary sub channel, and just keep that in mind. It's very possible in the future they will, sometime in the future. Doesn't HBO Now include some Cinemax stuff? Somebody help me out there. Cinemax, does HBO Now include some Cinemax? It's been a while since I had HBO Now. Can't remember. Yeah, it would be great if DirecTV Now has the NFL Network. I think that would help them in their subscriber battle. Will T-Mobile have more legroom for Sprint now that AT&T's court case is over? Um, the court AT&T won arguing that Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon offer additional content and competition. That's what I'm looking for, and that's what the court ruled on. Now, T-Mobile needs to prove that like Straight Talk and Google Fi or whatever it is, all those other smaller cell phone providers offer enough competition to justify the merger. That's definitely going to be a different case. But with Dish and others moving in, um, that could be an interesting battle there. So we'll wait and see what happens. Who in the U.S. has data caps non-wireless? There's quite a few. Too many lists, but Comcast and many others have data caps. Hello, Hustlemania. Good to see you here. My DirecTV Now DVR recording doesn't show up on my Roku app, but they show up on my mobile app. Have you heard anything? No, but DirecTV Now has had a lot of issues recently. I would contact AT&T, see what they can do. Ellen is asking, what do you think of these IPTV services? Are they worth the money? No, they're not worth the money. Take for case the recent issues with excuse me, Set TV. IPTV service. Last I checked, it's still listed as unavailable. So last week they are facing a lawsuit. They were up for a long time, and then suddenly last week they just said, "Sorry, our service is unavailable." People could no longer log in or watch your content. Many people have been asking for refunds, and as of today, as far as I'm concerned, I've not heard of anyone getting one. Maybe that's changed, but I don't know. These quote unquote gray area services are very susceptible to being sued. And uh, you could suddenly find it yourself prepaying for a service that you can no longer access. So keep that in mind. So I would say to the legal services, or you very well could find the money you paid for a service gone to waste. So people are saying HBO Now does not include Cinemax stuff. Isn't Cinemax owned by HBO, or am I thinking of a different one? But just remember, all those I, services that call themselves IPTV services are typically maybe a few that are legitimate. There probably is a legitimate service calling themselves an IPTV service, but typically they're not. So Cinemax is owned by HBO. All right, thank you. So that's maybe why I was thinking that it was on HBO now, but it's apparently not. All right, core cutting tips, questions. Let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. This is about 10, 15 more minutes. Try to hit the 45-minute mark. And when we hit that, we're going to roll it up because the sun's going down. It's going to start getting dark here. A little too dark to do this. But thanks. We'll be back in the studio next week so that hopefully camera refocuses on my face. There we go. Hopefully the quality will be back to normal. With services like DirecTV Now or Sling, do you also have to have a mobile app such as Discovery Channel app have on-demand content? It depends. Sling TV has, I think they said 40 or 60,000 on-demand titles. And so some of the services have a ton of on-demand. Sling has really pushed the idea that you don't need apps because you have the Sling app that gives you access to everything the FX app would, for example. They still offer logins on many ones out there. There are others out there that don't really offer a ton of app logins, but both of them do offer that. What's my opinion on Haystack TV compared to News On? Both are great. Get both. They're both free. No reason to pick and choose. Try out both. See which ones you like. Is the Apple TV 4K remote better? It's the exact same remote as the Apple TV 4th Gen. So it's that touchpad. Some people like it, some people hate it. It's really a personal opinion thing. Any idea when Philo will offer an Android TV app? No. Philo says um, that they will have a Apple TV and or Fire TV app this summer, but no word on Apple TV. Hey, sorry if you're having a little bit buffering. I am traveling to a family reunion and at a cottage. Hope you enjoy the view. We're on a wireless connection, a cell service with only 2 bars, so I may have a little poor connection. Um, do you think DirecTV Now will ever come to Samsung TVs? Possible, but the market for though, I mean, compared to putting your app on a Roku, I mean, Roku is like this big of a market. Samsung TVs are like that big of a market when you look at the number of people who stream on them. So if you own a Samsung TV, you can pick up a Roku for like $30 and connect a Roku to it for any apps you can't get on a Samsung TV. How can you tell if your Android box has 5G? It doesn't. At least not 5G wireless. It may have a 5G connector network on it. When you do, you'll be able to connect to your Wi-Fi network has 5G on it. May be able to work there. All right. Hey, Robert says the stream's holding up pretty well for only having 2 bars. Yeah. Hey, Verizon, doing pretty well out here. Yeah, Simpsons are available on the Sling Blue with the FX on demand. You get every single episode of The Simpsons ever aired. Simpsons TVs aren't bad. The problem with them is they don't always have all the apps you may want. So keep that in mind. All right. Hey, keep the questions coming. Did I miss your question? Re ask it. I'm scrolling. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Right here, we answer core card questions for about an hour. Today's going to be a little short because of the family trip, and the sun is setting quickly over here. But over at corecardnews.com, we post multiple stories every day, 5, 6, 7, sometimes 10 stories a day to answer your core card related questions, keep you up to date in news, reviews, and how-to guides. Will NFL on Twitch be behind a paywall? That's a good question. So this year, NFL Network's Thursday night, the NFL Thursday night games air on Fox. All Thursday night games will be on Fox this year, so you can be able to watch them with an antenna. They will be on Amazon Prime once again this year. So if you're a Prime subscriber, your Amazon app will do it. But for the first time, for free, will be available on um, Twitch for free, no log or no payment required. Now, I got that straight from the head of Amazon Sports. I had to grab Toonie back in May to sit down one-on-one with the guy that's in charge of all Amazon Sports, and he was very clear. You can use your Amazon account or create a free Twitch account. You will need to log in to comment, but you'll be able to watch the games 100% free on Twitch this year. The ones that air on Fox Leagues. Hey D, thank you for that $2 donation. Really appreciate it. Will PlayStation View still be going around in the future? You know, PlayStation View, some analysts have called for it to shut down. They're upset because they don't think it's been um, growing as fast as it should be, and it's been lapped. Hulu, in reports, has also um, outgrown it. And I just saw that little bump. No, it's not a beehive, but Hulu, DirecTV Now, Sling TV have all shot way past the numbers of PlayStation View. But Sony CEO has said, even with the analysts maybe being a little less than happy, um, they do intend to keep PlayStation View running because they view it as a data mining source. So Sony likes to take PlayStation View, take what everybody's looking at it, and then take that information and help them develop new apps and TV shows. So they'll be able to say, hey, everybody's watching this channel or this particular show. Maybe our Sony movie department can make a movie or TV show out of that information. So as long as that information is profitable, they will continue to do it. D, I do agree with you. Sony needs to rename the service to maybe Sony View or just View TV, whatever will be a much better option than PlayStation View. Do you think someone will come out with a service for local channels only that cannot be received over there? There are several services that do it. Typically, there's the smaller ones, but yeah, people are trying to do that. Will Crackle be a data mine for Sony too? Yes, but it's a lot more about um, ad supported there. But again, yeah, they're trying to make money and they're trying to get data about what you watch. Any update AT&T Watch? They say it could come out within a couple weeks after the ruling. So we have the ruling. We'll see if the Department of Justice appeals the ruling, but I would expect it to come out soon. Do you think Pluto TV app will be around for a long time? I don't believe Pluto TV is going anywhere anytime soon. Had a great opportunity to meet with the president of Pluto TV last month. Really nice guy. He seems very dedicated to it. Huge backers behind Pluto TV, Viacom, Discovery, etc. I don't think it's going anywhere. Is the Apple TV 4K remote better? It's the exact same remote as the Apple TV 4. Some people like it, some people don't. Movie fan. It really is a personal opinion thing. There we go. So if you have a question, go ahead and re-ask it, and I will do my best to answer them here. Uh, all right. Any questions? Let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them, and do my best to help you get the most out of your core experience. Maybe about 5 more minutes here, and we'll help you out. All right. Cinemax is on Hulu. Yeah, Cinemax is on quite a few different streaming services now. And somebody said it doesn't have a streaming service, but I want to say somebody help me with this. Amazon channels. Go to Amazon channels. Is Cinemax on there, or is it just Showtime and HBO? I wanted to say for some reason I thought they had an Amazon channel, but maybe I was mistaken there. Does the DirecTV Now DVR start over? Um, my my comment scrolled. When you record from the middle. I can't remember. If you start a recording in the middle of a show, does it record the beginning? Let me know. Anyone on YouTube TVs adding any new channels? No, we have not heard anything there. Any news about malware in the Fire TV or Fire TV box? You do not have to worry about malware as long as you're downloading from the official Amazon App Store. It's when you deliberately go into settings, excuse me, I have flying all over me. When you go into the Amazon settings, disable the requirement that will allow you to install third-party apps, and then you go download some of those apps that promise you, you'll be able to watch everything for free. That's where you get in trouble. So just keep that in mind. What will be the best app for Scripps networks and Discovery networks on the Android TV? Android TV is a tough one. Scripps and Discovery. PlayStation View, I believe that's on Android TV. Sling TV has some. So yeah, go to corecarsnews.com. Click at the top. It says Live TV Guide. Click on that, and it will show you all the services that support Android TV, and it will show you what channels they have. So that's my recommendation. Yeah, a lot of people do think to this day that you need a PlayStation to watch PlayStation View. It's very annoying. Luke, what's the future of Tubi TV? I think Tubi TV has a bright future in front of it. I don't expect it to have any to be going anywhere anytime soon. Do you think OBI Universal VOP adapter to use with Hangouts good for home phone? I've tested it. I'm butchering their name. I apologize, but I have tested that. There's a review here on this. I'm happy. I would give it a thumbs up. It works well. Champions Indoor Football League is on Pluto TV. Yes, Pluto TV's been doing great, getting a lot of content. If you don't have Pluto TV, I highly recommend you check it out. Remind everyone to rescan their over-the-air channels. Yeah, at least once a month, try to rescan for your over-the-air channels. All right, hey, there we go. Cinemax is on Amazon channel. So the person asking, I'm glad to remember this. Cinemax is available as a subscription service through Amazon channels. So all Amazon apps, so on the Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, Android TV, NVIDIA Shield, excuse me, Android TV only. Your phone or your tablet, you will be able to watch Cinemax through your Amazon channel subscription if you have a Prime subscription there. All right, last call for questions. I got time for one more question, and then it's going to get too dark out here for me to continue to do it. All right, yeah, don't forget to rescan. It's always important. I noticed that CTV is now on the Apple TV. All right, so CTV News is now on the Apple TV, which is a Canadian provider. Is there a way to watch CTV here in the US? Not that I heard of. So unfortunately, it is a Canadian content. With 3.0, should I be getting an HD home run? We're at least 5 years before any current over there TV standard shut down. So I would get the HD home run, and I wouldn't worry about it. What's the future of Popcorn Flicks? I don't know. Popcorn Flicks is one of the few companies that never responds to emails, so I don't know what to tell you. Do you think DirecTV Now price will increase someday? I don't think it will happen anytime soon, at least not today. We'll see. The question is, how long can they keep going with the promotional offers? That's a better question. How long until Direct AT&T cuts off some of the DirecTV Now promotional offers? But hey, I'm gonna wrap it up. It's getting dark. I hope you enjoyed the see here review. I hope you have a great week. Next week, I'll be back in the office as normal. Take care. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that little notification bell so you get notifications when we go live. We have some great videos coming out next week, some head-to-heads of the different live TV streaming services, helping you get the most out of the cord cutting experience is our goal. Visit us over at cordcardsnews.com, and I will do my best to help you save money and still watch the shows you want. So let's see if I can remember how to stop this stream. All right. Take care, everybody. Mute microphone. How do you stop this thing? All right. Take care, everybody. I'll see you next week.